CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Najahe Sherman, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Off the top, taking a live look at downtown Miami. It is a beautiful and warm start to the weekend. Almost feels like summer out there today. Let's get right to next with our chief meteorologist, Ivan Cabrera.
Yeah, midsummer is what it's going to feel like on Sunday, Najahe. I think it'll be the hottest, most humid day of 2025. 82 right now in Miami. Not too bad. The humidity is still in check. It's going to surge, though, by the time we get into Saturday, particularly on Sunday. That will be the day because that's the day that we're closest to a front. That's going to bring us southwesterly winds, and on the beach, it is going to be toasty out there. I know a lot of spring breakers are in. We have to watch the rip currents. That's going to be the main deal here. Southeast wind still with us. It's generating a couple of offshore showers. I don't think those will bother us for the rest of tonight. And in fact, for both Saturday and Sunday, rain chances pretty much not there, right? So 83 for Saturday. Look at those overnight lows, warm as well. That's just an indication of the humidity with us. And that 85 will probably feel more like 90, 91. Even Southwest Florida, I think, will have heat indices in the mid-90s. But there you have it. That's the way it'll feel on Sunday afternoon, and we'll do that with plenty of sunshine. But we do have some rain in the forecast. That's the front that's coming in that we've been talking about all week. That is our best chance of some rain. I don't think it's going to, turn into anything significant. Probably a tenth of an inch is all we could hope for. The good thing about this, you'll be hearing about a massive severe weather outbreak across the central and eastern U.S. It's part of that system, but the severe weather stops basically at central Florida and doesn't get to us on Sunday. So we are looking good, I should say Monday. So there is the rain tracker for tomorrow, looking good. Southeast winds, eventually south. Everything's kind of turning right as the front approaches. That is the southwest wind that we're waiting for on Sunday. That's the one that's going to get us with plenty of heat and a couple little showers. So we'll leave rain chances, I think, at 10% for Sunday afternoon. Now let's get into Monday because this has essentially sped up now. So I think this will be out of here by lunch on Monday. Now it arrives earlier on Sunday night. So by midnight already, Sunday night, we're seeing some showers. A few thunderstorms perhaps as we get into the event, but I don't think it's going to be much. Very isolated, but it is going to bring us some showers, and accumulations are not going to be a big deal. We'll keep updating you through the weekend here as temperatures then peak at 85 and then drop down. It is a cold front, and it will do its job bringing that humidity I've been talking about for Sunday all the way down back to comfort. So that is a nice trade-off. But again, the temperatures are going to be the big deal for Sunday afternoon. If you are going to make it a beach day tomorrow, and a lot of people are, this is going to be the big threat. So the rip currents are high. As high as they get. Southeast winds 10 to 15. That'll bring in that current. So you have to be very careful. Very high, obviously, UV index. And the surf is going to be about 1 to 2 feet. So we'll watch that. Overnight lows tonight, as I mentioned, balmy already in the 70s. And then for tomorrow afternoon, we'll keep temperatures in the lower 80s. I think we'll peak at about 83. Next for the 7-day forecast, we'll have the mid 80s back in the picture for Sunday. And no change for St. Patrick's Day. That's the one day we'll get some showers. I should say the one change is I think by midday we'll start improving and the skies will begin to clear out. It's not going to be an all-day rain event. And then look at this nice drop from low 70s to morning lows in the upper 50s again for Tuesday. Nice and comfortable, and then a gradual warming trend as we head through the first day of spring.
Ivan, thank you. A brush fire is still burning out in Southwest Miami-Dade. Chopper 4 flew over the scene just a short time ago. This is near Northwest 117th Avenue and 344th Street. Officials say the fire is now 60% contained. There are no homes or businesses nearby, but there are air quality concerns in the area. We're told the fire has burned 700 acres. CBS News Miami's Steve Majiri is there and will let us know if it's impacting our air quality tonight at 5. A former Miami-Dade School's police officer accused of shooting her ex-boyfriend, who is also a police officer, just accepted a plea deal. Yesiena Sanchez was a Miami-Dade police officer at the time of the shooting. She pleaded guilty to stalking and first-degree attempted murder. As part of the deal, Sanchez was sentenced to 30 years in prison with a maximum of 25 years. She must undergo 30 hours of probation after her release. CBS News Miami's Maribel Rodriguez spoke to the victim. We're going to have his reaction coming up tonight at 5. A South Florida man convicted of killing a former friend nearly 13 years ago is dead. Pedro Bravo was serving a life sentence at Okeechobee Correctional Institution. It's for the 2012 murder of a University of Florida student. Prosecutors say that he poisoned and beat Christian Aguilar to death because of jealousy over an ex-girlfriend. We reached out to the Aguilar family. They said they just learned about Bravo's death and are not commenting at this time. The Trump administration is threatening more tariffs. That's even as concern grows that trade wars will lead to economic slowdowns. It comes as the Senate is expected to vote today on a bill to avert a government shutdown. CBS News Miami's Taurine Small has the latest.
Wall Street opened higher Friday following a rough day Thursday when the S&P fell to its first correction since 2023 amid uncertainty over President Trump's trade policy. The president has downplayed the recent volatility.
There'll be a little disruption, but it won't be very long.
In an interview with Fox Business, Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick signaled that the U.S. tariff schedule for next month could target cars beyond ones from Canada, Mexico, and the European Union.
We buy so many cars from Japan, from Korea, from Germany, right? I know we make cars in Canada and Mexico, but it's time to bring that back home.
As for the president's threat of a 200% retaliatory tariff on alcohol from Europe if the EU doesn't remove the one on American whiskey, wine sellers are finding it hard to swallow.
I think it's going to be catastrophic.
The trade moves come as the White House suffered a setback in another area, its efforts to shrink the size of the federal government. A federal judge in Maryland ordered the Trump administration to reinstate thousands of probationary federal workers who were recently fired. A federal judge in San Francisco also issued a similar order. And with the midnight deadline approaching to avoid a government shutdown, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer switched course and announced he will vote for the Republican stopgap measure.
While the CR bill is very bad, the potential for a shutdown has consequences for America that are much, much worse.
It's not clear how many Senate Democrats will join Schumer in voting yes. Taurine Small, CBS News, the White House.
President Trump is expected to give a speech this afternoon at the Department of Justice. Most presidents don't visit the DOJ in order to maintain the department's independence. When we come back, Taste of the Town, taco style. Stay with us. Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Sunday is the start of a new era here at CBS News Miami on air and online. We've been keeping things under wraps here in this temporary studio, and wait until you see why. Our old studio is gone, replaced by the latest technology that is going to change the way that we bring you weather, sports, and news. CBS News Miami's Lauren Pastrana shows you what we've been up to.
This is it. This is our new home. It doesn't look like much now, but trust me. This is our new augmented and virtual reality set. We are one of a handful of CBS stations around the country to have this technology. And it's here for one reason, storytelling. This is what you'll see on TV and the CBS News Miami stream, but check this out. This is what it looks like from my point of view. What you see here is something you might be a little familiar with.
Let's watch this storm move across the nation. It's going to bring heavy snow to the Rockies in Colorado, and then
you've likely seen our new augmented and virtual reality set in use on the CBS Evening News and CBS Mornings, or perhaps CBS News 24/7. But this is our window to our South Florida community. We're going to be able to bring you weather forecasts in a way no one else can. Chief Meteorologist Ivan Cabrera has been working with the Next Weather team for weeks getting ready for the big debut. Ivan, what's one of the things viewers should know about what's coming on Sunday?
Hey, Lauren, so this is all about providing an immersive experience here in what we call the Next Weather Sphere, to really dig deep and tell the story behind why things are happening in South Florida the way they do. It won't matter if it's afternoon thunderstorms or tracking hurricanes or even explaining the up and down temperatures like we've seen the past few weeks. We'll be able to bring you the stories impacting you in a more focused, immersive way.
And while Ivan and the Next Weather team work on that, Mike Cunio and the CBS Miami sports team are taking us center court for the NCAA men's basketball tournament.
That's right. There really couldn't be a better time for this, Lauren. We know this time of year all about the brackets and the bracket busters, and this new set will help you keep track of the major stories of the tournament. You'll get your first look at the fun we'll have with this augmented reality set on the CBS News Miami stream this Sunday at 7:30. Make sure you download the CBS News app, Pluto TV, or head to cbsmiami.com to check out all the cool things we can do.
We're going to get back to work getting ready for Sunday. I'm Lauren Pastrana with Chief Meteorologist Ivan Cabrera and sports anchor Mike Cunio. See you then.
It is Friday. That means it's time for a taste of the town. Here is CBS News Miami's Lisa Petrillo with something to whet your appetite.
Well, you can see it. We are here right outside Talkin' Tacos in North Miami Beach with owner Mohammed. I mean, color when you walk in the room. Let's talk about it, Mohammed.
Yeah, I mean, this is all inspired from our first location. We used to exist in Wynwood in a food truck, and Wynwood's all about the art, street art, and it's every single restaurant in the nation is actually done by the same artist. He's a Wynwood-based artist. This is all hand done.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's go back to history. You guys started at 24 years old, you and your business partner, Omar, in a truck in Wynwood. Now you have how many locations?
25 locations.
Nationwide?
Nationwide.
What's the secret behind Talkin' Tacos?
Honestly, it was just two young guys, driven. We had everything in the world to gain and nothing to lose.
All right, well, we're going to be eating some great tacos today. What's the secret behind your great tacos?
You'll have to try them. The sauces, the flavors, they're there. You gotta come check us out.
That means you have to check it out. Taste the Town tonight on CBS News Miami at 5:30. I'm Lisa Petrillo. We'll see you then.
Those look delicious, and you can watch Lisa's full tasting coming up tonight on CBS News Miami at 5:30. And finally, today, March 14th, is Black Midwives Day. The resurgence of the practice is a testament to the legacy of Black midwifery in this country and speaks to a renewed call in Black and brown communities for holistic care that reduces unnecessary interventions and death rates. Black Maternal Health Week is right around the corner. It is April 11th through the 17th. That is your CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Najahe Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami, and have a great day.